Oh my God. That's so stupid. What's the problem? Connect. How do we connect? Come on. So stupid. Kind of hungry. As in, I have an appetite, which is good. But ah, having an appetite and being hungry doesn't mean I should spend any money on food. So I really need medicine. Without medicine, I die. That's just that's just fact. So I don't know what to do. Come on, position. Why is this? Why do they make this so difficult? Why does it say 4,000? How about that? Does that work? Okay, that's gonna work because uh, too hard to figure out anything else. Yeah, I'm definitely hungry. Um, that's really good because I have not had an appetite for I don't know most of the last week. It's just been too much pain. But there's a little bit of pain in my stomach right now, but not not literally debilitating pain like it's been for most of the last week. I don't really have much food though. Why does this thing keep saying warning? The current bit rate is what? Is lower than the recommended bit rate. Yeah, well, I don't have a lot of I don't I don't care. Don't care. It's, it's just let it go. Oh, okay. So this, let's get this fixed. Oh, well, that's good. Oh, eh, damn it. Ow. Ow. What is that? Thousand, thousand little aches and pains all the time. You know what? 1,000 is a little bit of an exaggeration, but not much. Let's say 100. Let's say 100. I don't think that's that's an exaggeration. 100. Let's say 100. And that's an actual number. Like an actual realistic, plausible. There we go. Plausible. Plausible. Okay. Okay. Because my brain can't figure out the smart way to do this, I'm going to do it the normal way. Uh, okay. Dimension length is this. I want, so this is a list, right? Tell me it's a list. Good. It's a list. Uh, uh, I don't know what to call it, so I'll call it multiplicand. Multi. Ah, good. The whatchamacallit starting to understand. What was the other multiplicand? We know the, not that one. Not that. List get. Or, yeah, yeah, but we don't need, oh, I have it curried upstairs. Okay. Let me take off the curry. Tools. Okay, let's try again. Yeah. No, no, no. You got to put it inside. Index -1. List of signs default. I guess. I don't know. Something like that. Okay. Well, now I need to remove that because it's not curried anymore. It is. Okay, okay, okay. Relax. Jesus Christ. Everything I do produces a new error. Sounds about like my life, huh? Something like this. Multiplicand. Oh man, this really is the stupidest way to do this. Whatever. Um, Just that. Just that. No, 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 no. We have what we want. Forbidden, forbidden leaves update. It's a leaf. Update. Update. Is it the update? No, add. Return add. There we go. Add an element. Okay. So, sure, you want to do it that way? We'll do it that way. Multiply times the the leaf plus the dimension length. That's it. It's that simple. It's really simple. It really is. I just don't know. For some reason, I can't figure out the smart way to do it. Oh, this should not be indented. There we go. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, up here I made the I made these two things. Limit sign from origin, limit sign from end. So that's the right. That's the important stuff. Now I'm popping from the left. So that's the lowest pile. Okay, so now I've got a pile. There's a pile. There's a pile. I've got direction. The direction is based on being pop left. I wonder if there's a way that I can connect those. I can't think of one right now. Okay. Leaf. The leaf is based on the direction and the pile. And then earlier I created leaves pinned. So it's a lookup. Great. Now I want to know the forbidden leaves. Forbidden leaves are based on leaf plus dimension lengths. Okay, some of these dimension lengths after the multiplicand might be out of bounds, so I need to filter. I need to filter this. I need to filter this. Do I want to filter it right there? I mean, not really, because all this other crap's getting put away, so I don't want to put it there. I'm gonna put it down here. It's all ugly. Forbidden. Come on, forbidden leaves equals filter filter between between you're close. It's not leaves total. It's leaf last. There we go. It's not the best way to do it, but it should work. My brain turns on, or I'll be able to rearrange it in the right way, I guess. Right. So now I have leaf anti options, which I want to combine with leaf options to create the new leaf options, which means I want to update a pile, right? Uh, So that means piles to update. So let's not try and reinvent the wheel. And instead, let's use code we know that works. Oh, look at that. That's whatever. That's close to okay. This bracket. Make leaf fancy options? No, I want to take it out. Put in. Out. Oh, I'm hungry. I need to eat. I need to eat. I don't know what I'm gonna eat, but I need to eat. I need to eat. I need to eat. Oh, I need to eat. But I don't know what does this mean. Delay ads. What does this mean? Insert an ad. Okay. I'm gonna be away from the camera for a minute, so I'm gonna put an ad in. Be more interesting than a blank camera, right? Ad inserted. Word more. No. Oh, look at that. I can't tell what's happening. If it's streaming or what. I really don't know. I don't understand this. I guess I thought an ad would be like an ad break or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. What if you don't have? What if you have YouTube Premium where you don't have to watch ads? I guess it couldn't be an ad break. That wouldn't make any sense. I have some leftovers. When I'm eating, I feel I feel guilty that I'm not working. I feel like I'm wasting an opportunity to maybe earn some money somehow. And notice that said I feel guilty. I don't think that I am guilty because rationally logically, I know that I need to eat, but humans are not rational beings. Humans are emotional. Logic and rationality, that only happens a small percentage of the time in a human because we're not computers. It's just physically impossible. And to be like completely rational all the time, no, 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 no. To be completely rational, even for one little tiny decision, you need to have an overwhelming amount of information. You need to be because you need to be able to understand how your decision might impact everything in the world. And so and even if you have that information, you need to know how to interpret the information. So again, the biology, well, no, I already mentioned about just economists talk about it as having perfect information. And they assume incorrectly that when humans make decisions, they have perfect information. And we don't. We never have perfect information. And the second major assumption that economists make is that humans are rational. They skip right past the question, can humans be rational? And go straight to humans you are rational. Humans can be rational and they employ their rationality all the time. Ridiculous. Economics until 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 like the 2000 until about year 2000, economics should not have been in the University of Philosophy, the School of Philosophy, because it wasn't. It's not scientific. It's not philosophical at all. It wasn't scientific or philosophical at all. But a minority of economists started to realize that two of their three assumptions were beyond idiotic, the two that I just mentioned, and started creating economic literature that didn't rely on those two assumptions, and they started producing some decent material. The third assumption of care is zero transaction costs, which is stupid. Also, that one's stupid. I mean, the first two don't fit biology, but maybe I don't know. The idea of zero transaction cost violates physics because zero transaction costs is the same thing as saying no friction. That's just it worse. It's worse than that. It's saying no friction, no loss of energy to heat. Like just perfect transfer of energy always at every point in your system. That's I mean, it's one thing to just to have a really such a low opinion of like psychology and biology that you don't believe what those professionals are telling you. But when you're like, oh, in physics, they're also all wrong, and I can have perfect energy transfer all the time. That's just that's not science. That's not philosophy. And like, economics shouldn't have been in the school of philosophy. I hope I'm not in a ton of pain in an hour. Wow. Well, big Maz in the desert? Not. It's fascinating that enough time has passed that that you or anyone could make a statement like that. That because I get when I made those in 2019, I guess. I don't I don't remember 2018, 2019, which wow is a long time ago. That's just crazy. And Big Maz in the desert. I don't know what that means. Could mean that you live in Australia, because Maz, for some reason, sounds like an Australian name, like Boz Lerman. But I don't know. If you could, Big Maz, uh, if anyone can, but just $1 a month will help me get out of this. It's really all it takes. And yeah, so that would be fantastic if that were if anyone, if everyone. Way back when, after I made those videos, I did a I did some calculations, and if only 1% of all the people had who had seen my videos, had chosen to um, send me $1 a month, just 1%, 1%, then this was like in the year 2000, I think, um, then I would have already recovered by then, back in 2000. Because if just 1% had sent me $1 a month, then it would have taken about, I think I calculated a maximum. No, no, I don't remember I don't, hold on. I don't remember what the numbers were exactly. It was, I don't remember what the numbers were. I mean, this was 6 years ago. 6 years. I've been saying the same thing for 6 years. Oh, anyway, that's the way it is. It makes me sad, frustrated. Right, piles to update has to be in a particular format. Piles to update needs to be set a deck of tuple pile options. That's here. Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me. Let's get stupider, stupider. Fine, whatever. I'm just gonna construct it right here. Nope. Yep. Come on. That's the right thing. Why are you being so slow? Don't you gotta be kidding me. What's the error? syntax here. Just stupid. Oh, come on. What did I do wrong now? Oh my god. So annoying. Okay, what am I doing? This function. Sorry. What am I doing here? This is preparation to get this, just so I can construct this, just so I can call here. So let's say it calls it. Let's say this is the first iteration. That's why I did pop left. Oh, this is the first iteration. It's the first. Come on, first iteration. So I know that I can pop left, and I know that it's the type is leaf options. Okay, so let's say it goes through and uh, let's say permutation space has new leaf. What would happen? What would happen? It would come back out here and it would reconstruct everything, which would be great. Uh, in terms of flow, that would work. That would definitely work. Great. But what if permutation space has new leaf stays false? Then it's going to stay in this while loop. And I don't know what to do next. I mean, the first one I should definitely pop left because I know I can very easily predict what happens. And if that's not a new leaf, the only thing I know that I can predict now is pop right. So I don't know. Oh, no. I don't know how to. I don't know. I don't know. uh, okay, I'm gonna do a more crappy coding here because I don't really know how to handle this. And I'm just gonna put in a break if if permutation space. There you go. Yeah. Thank you for helping me with my crappy coding. And we'll just duplicate this code and swap a couple of directions. It's just stupid, horrible coding. What it is. So pile equals pop, direction equals add, and this direction equals end. Good job. Good job, Copilot. Multiplicand stays the same because right? Because I've abstracted this well enough now. I think the rest of this is the same. Multiplicand, forbidden leaves. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, look at that. I actually did part of it correctly or intelligently. And this is not incorrect. It's just inefficient, extremely inefficient. So all I've got this part. I've got this part. List sign from end. I wonder if I can. Don't even. No, no. Oh, I gotta take medicine. When I am able to eat, there's just one medicine that I can only take with food. I don't take it with food. Ooh, that's bad. Since I was able to eat, I should go take it. Mm. See if I can. I'm gonna take some paracetamol, known to Americans as acetaminophen, also known by the brand name Tylenol. Uh, Headache. Like I said, 1,000, 100. Not exaggeration, 100 little aches and pains. And Paracetamol. Is a decent choice. Less aspirin's hard on the stomach. Paracetamol is generally the gentlest on the stomach. And it's cheap. It's cheaper than ibuprofen. And that matters. Every penny, every peso matters. Exhausted. Okay, so this would get me through one pop left and one one pop right. Okay. I know I put some thought into this. I just gotta remember what I thought. Okay. If permutation space, if not, like if it still falls, then these limitations become weaker. They don't disappear, but they not only become weaker, but it gets really complex because it becomes a matrix, a literal matrix of potential limitations that may or may not add up to an actual limitation. So that's just that's about as far as I've gotten in terms of figuring out what to do with it. Uh, 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 oh boy, trying to conceptualize this here. Okay, so I need to flatten this a little bit. Instead of being a list of int, I need just the surface layer. Um, it needs to be the same size as this product dimensions minus one. So that's that's um, that's what this is, right? No, but it's actually what I want. It's not what I was just literally describing, but it is what I would. Yeah, I need. This is what I want. What am I calling this? I'm calling this. Oh, okay, that's a pretty logical name. Uh, because I'm multiplying it, or I'm doing the Look at that. Let's rearrange this equation a little bit. Let's say multiplicand by dimension length. Right. Which is what I should have done. This is an error. This is an error. This is wrong. And let's see if Copilot recognizes how wrong it is and fixes it for me. Leaf plus. it, it did. See? Copilot's like, you dumb human. That's not how you wanted to do it. You're right. That is not how I wanted to do it. Okay. Leaf plus multiplication. Okay, so what I want is what I'm forbidden leaves, but not forbidden leaves. That's stupid. I want forbidden add-ins. That's what I want. I want forbidden add-ins. Let's do that. Actually, that's a that's a decent idea. Um, and probably my the rest of my brain catches up will be more similar to how the flow will actually go. So let's take this block and let's change this name. What did I say? Forbidden add-ins. That makes sense. Yep, exactly. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna have to do something here. Forbidden add-ins. Forbidden add-ins. Oh, I haven't defined this. This is a set of integers, right? Yep. Okay, so now I want to map the forbidden add-ins onto leaf to get forbidden leaves. Okay, this is actually somewhat decent programming. Map, um, map add. I mean, they are add-ins, right? And repeat, repeat, repeat. And come on, you know it. Yeah. Copilot, someone. Copilot knows what's up. But not always. This has 1,000 lines of code, so Copilot has a lot of this one module has 1,000 lines of code. So Copilot has a lot of other lines uh, with which to compare and to see that this line actually makes sense. So let's let's um, let's just nuke all of this so that I don't keep trying to update it and miss something. Okay, so I have forbidden add-ins, and that Forbidden addends is a flattened version of limit sign from origin and applied to products of dimensions. It's great. So this is the set of all addends that that are prohibited by these mathematical properties. The signs and magnitudes alternate. The signs and magnitudes alternate. Right? Right. Total number of differences doesn't enforce that, but it enforces this. This is a, I think the word is lemma. Therefore, the first and last differences, yeah, it enforces this. Because, where does it enforce this? The first and last differences are positive. That's here. It has to be positive. So the limitation is not -1. No, the limitation is -1. You're prohibited. The function is prohibited from using negative. For all the magnitudes, total number of positive signs and negative differences is always equal. Therefore, this is incomplete. I have I have a better version of this. A better version of this. Here, the signs and magnitudes. God, this is so annoying. Signs and magnitudes alternate. The difference between two leaves plus two. Okay. Total number of differences. Good. For all other magnitudes. Therefore, the first and last differences, those, okay, given truth 1, truth 2, above, the first difference is +1, and the last difference is -1. I need to append this. Oh, come on. Hate that. There we go. That looks poorly worded. Every folding. Okay, truth 1, truth 2 is that pile, uh, pile origin has leap origin, pile 1 has leap. It's a difference of +1. Every folding has at least one. Uh, Come on, let's start this differently. Come on. Every folding has at least one has at least one what? One pair of magnitudes of one. That sounds so confusing. Too many, we're repeating the same word too many times, but in different with different meanings. Uh, okay, we're gonna say this differently. Given truths one and two, every folding, every folding, the first difference in every folding is plus one. That's the truth that I'm really trying to highlight here. So let's do that. The difference, first difference in every folding is plus one. That's one minus zero is plus one. Okay, given truth one and two, so it follows the the last difference of magnitude one is negative one. But this is the only place that I write it this way. So I'm just gonna make it one of, we'll say magnitude, no, just magnitude. I know I did that earlier, but I think it's just confusing, unnecessary and confusing. That's clear. And it says what I want to say. Am I trying the same one then? I don't think I am. I don't think so. Seems right. Let's go with that. It seems clearer, more direct, more to the point, especially here when I'm trying to turn it into code. And this truth is represented here. Oh, that's ooh. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Ho, 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 ho. That truth is represented right here, but I'm doing this complicated nested list structure so that later I could do stuff. So, uh, what? What do I do here? Okay. The thing that came to mind was negative one comma. Okay, that exposes does that expose a flaw? Am I thinking here? These just have to be equal. They don't have to be. Aha! doesn't necessarily expose a flaw, but this is definitely a viable correction to the previous flaw. Because right now, if I measured how many how many how many how many total uh, how many differences of magnitude one are there? How many total magnitudes are there? I wouldn't actually. Okay, what I would do is I would measure the length right here. The length of this is 2. And I'd measure this length of this is 1. I'd add them together. And that would be a 3. But I wouldn't care about that. What I care about is the total number of signs is equal. So I wouldn't look at the number 3. I would look at well, that's what I was going to do. That's what I was going to do. I was going to be even more clever with the negative 1 and the 1s. I was not going to take the length. I would get this list, which has 2 elements in it, negative 1 and 1. And this list, which has 1 element in it, 1. And I would take the sum of both of the lists. So negative 1 plus 1 plus 1. Total. If, to meet this property, this mathematical truth and necessity, total number of positive and negative differences is always equal. Then, by taking the sum of those 2 lists, it must equal 0. There's no other possible, there's no other valid answer. Any other answer means I have an invalid sequence and I can just throw it out. So right now, if I took the sum of these 2 lists together, negative 1 plus 1 is 0, plus 1 again is 1, it's invalid, throw it out. That's why I did this. How can I write that down? I don't know. I don't know how. I mean, I assume a competent programmer would know how to, or mathematician would know how to translate what I just said into a concise description, but I don't know how to do it. I know that it will work because I can step through it, but I don't know how to express it using a concise mathematical notation, and I don't know how to express it using like programming jargon. Tired. Where am I at? What was I doing? Oh, I was verifying. Fuck me. This. I was looking over this concept of forbidden add-ins that I just created and comparing it to the list of mathematical truths when I noticed that the list was incomplete And now I've made it complete. And then I noticed that I had flaw in my implementation of the list of lists. And I fixed that. So now we backtrack and I'm comparing forbidden add-ins to the mathematical truths to see what? To see what? Does what am I looking for? Did forbidden add-ins match what I'm trying to implement in this function? That's the question. Okay. So for dimension length in process dimensions, list of signs. So pull the list of signs out of Zaw's limit sign from origin. I just thought of a way to abstract that. Uh, come on, 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 come on. I know this. Come on. Come on, I know this. This direction pile. Come on, come on. Use the temporary. We'll call it list signs. Yep. And now we come down here and we get rid of this. Right. Boom! Abstracted! Yeah. So now, when I take this code and duplicate it, as I did before, and use pop instead of pop left, instead of changing this line, I'll go up here and I'll change this line. So all the rest of this, all of that, will be identical. Will stay exactly the same. Good job. Okay. What am I doing? Dimension length, list of signs. That's what I was looking at. For dimension length, I'm showing the product dimensions, list of signs. Uh, okay, which is a list that could be empty, which is why to get the multiplicand, I'm using uh, this function get index. I want the very last one. And um, I have a half-formed thought. It's not completely this, append, just size, limit, sign, from, yes, come on, take. me. I don't know what the fuck just happened. Okay. Copilot, you're definitely not going to read my mind, so shut the fuck up. That is not what I was trying to do. But that's pretty freaking cool. How did I do that? How did I do that? Huh. Flaps, just so stupid. I feel like that's possible. Um, my brain isn't fully working through the logic, I feel like it makes sense. Ugh. I don't know. Maybe if no, no. Now it feels inside out. No, I don't, man. No, it feels inside out. But maybe that's okay, or rather, whatever, whatever. I wrote it down as a to do. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. It was an incomplete thought, and I knew it, so I wrote it down. What am I doing here? Bid add-ins. I think that works. Um, okay, so if here, if I've after I reduce leaf options with the leaf anti options, it's still leaf options. It hasn't been, I haven't reduced the leaf space sufficiently to convert it to a leaf. Then, then the effect of Zaw's limit sign from origin becomes more complex. at the next. Oh fuck, this is so hard. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be storing it as signs. Maybe I should just directly store directly store the the value, the dimension length, instead of just storing a representation of the sign. It's a positive one and a negative one up here. So that would look like that would look like these wouldn't change. These wouldn't change because there's nothing in them. They're empty. This would become not negative one. It would be it would be it would be negative one times times state. I mean, yes, Copilot, that is a true statement, but it's not how I want to represent it. Um, oh, look at that. I have another fucking error. Fuck. Do I? Oh, I'm so confused. Price dimensions negative one equals all the products. So it is negative two. It is negative two. It is negative two. That is correct. It's not eight. It's shift eight. Okay, that's right. So I would start with this state. I can still use the trick of sum, summation, add up all of the values, and it will equal zero if if they're always equal, and it will positive 32 in this case, for the six. So down here, well, that would kind of make things easier now, wouldn't it? Instead of doing all this crap, right? I could get the difference, and I'm just going to store the difference. No, I'm going to store I'm going to store the difference times negative one. but still, it's less checking. This blah 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 checking. I'd still need to know where to put it. So that's the index dimension index, which would be the absolute value of the difference. Okay. And then instead of appending sign, I would append difference times -1 because that's what would be prohibited. No. Yeah. No. Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Uh, my brain is not up to this right now. And there's a dog barking, and that is making things worse. It doesn't say less than. I'm reading it wrong. I'm reading it. It's greater than 0. Dumbass. Store this time. I think I simplified that correctly. No. My stomach hurts a lot. I don't think it was from the food. I think it's from the stress and the the noise from the barking dog releases stress hormones, stress biochemicals. So I'm feeling actual stress because of money and stuff. And then uh, my body is uh, producing stress biochemicals due to this external stimuli, the barking dog. That's not actually, that shouldn't be, um, that shouldn't cause my body to release these stress biochemicals. And then that becomes a feedback loop. Like literally in the body, it becomes a feedback loop. Because with the stress biochemicals, I'm more um, susceptible to, oh, to, you know, like loud noises causing problems, even though they shouldn't. And and then normal feelings. So me, I I am um, in less than 3 weeks, I might be sleeping on the streets, and that is something that should cause some feelings of stress or distress. Um, Problem is because of the feedback loop, those appropriate feelings of stress are amplified. Um, yeah, right, amplified. So I have to, oh, I have to deal with that. I have to deal with the physiological effects of that. And the cognitive effects of it. Like, I can't explain more right now. It's just too difficult. It's too difficult. Programming allows me to focus my attention on something other than the pain, which is a way of coping with the pain. It's a lot of pain. It's a lot of pain. I don't drink alcohol, and for pain medication, I take uh, paracetamol and uh, in English, I think it's pronounced Ketorolac. In in Spanish, Ketorolaco. It's the only time I've ever seen. Well, let's just say it differently. I was not aware of this medicine until uh, here in Mexico. I asked for advice from a pharmacist because I had really bad tooth pain. So I asked the pharmacist for advice uh, about medicine to reduce the pain, and that's when he showed me Kelorac, and so that's the first time I became aware of this medicine, and the only time I've seen. Oh my God, it's just being in pain makes it so hard to tell stories. Um, it's a movie. There's a movie. I think it's called Knives Out. Right? With James Bond and Marilyn Monroe, right? And one of the details of the plot was the medication, um, Kelorac. I think that's the only time I've seen or heard anyone talk about it, which is why I remember it. When I saw that, I was like, really? I didn't know. I didn't know. Right. I thought it was a, a medication for dental pain. Oh, they were using it. I don't remember. She injected it in him. I don't know why. So, come on. Oh, okay, here. Right. If it doesn't break, I want to make a new something, a new Forbidden Addons, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I think that's what yeah, I think that's the right answer. So move this out. I don't want to reset it. I don't want to reset it. Just move it up. There we go. Oh, okay. Like, I don't know if this is right or what I'll end up with, but it's a good start. If not Forbidden Addons, do all this stuff. Yeah, that's pretty good. That maybe, maybe. I gotta be careful with that one. I gotta be careful. As long as if I keep that in mind, I'll know how to improve it later. Okay, so at least for right now, if not Forbidden Addons is a signal that this is the first iteration. Now, in the first iteration, first pop was going to be pop left. So the direction would be subtraction. And And the forbidden add-ins will be the forbidden add-ins from Origin. And then this is all. This is subroutine. I don't know how do I say that? Generalized? Do I say this is generalized? Abstracted? Why does that look like that? God damn it. Oh. Else. Oh, battery low. Fuck me. I don't wanna. Oh, good. It's in reach. It's in reach. Oh, yeah. Change headphones. Oh. Oh. Think, 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 think. Okay. Permutation. Permutation space just came back. Right here. Right here. Doesn't have any leaf. I want leaf options from the permutation space. That's a pile. That's a pile. That's a pile. That's a pile. Get. I have a function. I mean, yeah, I have a function for this. Function for this. Function for this. Get equal forbidden. I don't know. QQ equals get get get. I don't know. I don't remember what I called it. Get leaf options. Get something. Get if. Get if. I don't remember. I don't remember what I called it. No, it's in. It's in. It's in. It's in this module. It's in this module. Get dot get. Oh, that's right. That's why I did it. That was smarter. Helps me remember what the hell it no dot get. Ah, that's what I want. Okay, dot get. Okay. Oh, that really fucking hurts. Permutation space. Permutation space. Permutation space. File. And default is none. Perfect. Uh, and I know it's going to be. I know it exists, and I know it's leaf option because uh, because it is. I mean, look, that's this, and yeah, so that's what it is. Fuck you. Double click to input leaf options, and it doesn't. Come on. Okay, now what am I doing? This is this is. Are there? When I answer the question, at pile uh pile plus one. At pile plus one. Are there forbidden options? Forbidden add-ins that we might be able to apply. No, this is a stupid thing. Go with that. Hey! Hey, hey, hey! Look at you! I don't like the name that you picked, but you got that's exactly what I wanted to do. But that's the effect I wanted. I use map, but yeah. Oh fuck! Oh, goddamn fucking pie lance throwing stupid errors just because it won't finish the evaluation. Come on, map. Do the same thing with map. Do the same thing with map, man. Do the same thing with map. Do the same thing with map. List, list, map. Thank you. Okay. Those are the potential differences. So I have to, if any of those are in for, forbidden add-in, I have to remove them. Okay. Oh, come on. Back. Do I need? Let's go one step further. Yeah. No, you had it. You had it, dude. Thank you. No, Pylance, you're wrong. Pylance can't handle this if not permutation space. Confuses it. Frozen. Come on. So it could be one of those. So So I have to remove that from this. Is that it? Is it that simple? That can't. Is it really that? That can't be that simple. I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe. Maybe not. Forbidden add-ins equals forbidden add-ins. No difference, man. Difference. Oops. Difference. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. Switching to add-ins instead of trying to do all the multiplication to negative 1. 1. Oh, was to uh, oh, oh, oh. Use it. Just okay. I can change this if I can change forbidden add-ins from origin. I'm gonna call it that. So that's I don't know. Pop, pop, pop. Add. You know it. Go for it, dude. Okay. Yeah, I'll just copy paste. Seriously. Leaves total. Fucking kidding me. This is useless. I mean, you're giving me 8 errors when there's 0. No. Dang. I. I'm either gonna pass out or fall asleep. So. Um, I, I should lay down. I should just lay down. You still cannot hear me. It says you can hear me. Okay, I think you can. I think there's a delay. And a delay, just delay. And yes, so hi, TC. Hi, TC. Yeah, I'm not feeling so good. I, it's, it's rough. I, I think, I think the gap is about $300 a month. But, that just would be a return to the status quo. That wouldn't be, but whatever. That would um, deal with the current crisis. And I I want I very much want to avoid uh, putting all my eggs in one basket or putting all my eggs in two or three baskets. You know what I mean? That's so. If I could figure out how to do it, I would I would be uh, I'd have help from new people, more people, and that would bridge the gap. And along those lines, I've also it yeah, I can't think. There's yeah, I just don't know how to do it. I'm not. I guess uh, I have not become skilled at begging. I guess, or maybe it's a really difficult skill. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Thank you for chatting, getting in the chat. I hope you are getting uh, what you need I wish I could be one of the people who are giving you the support that you need. I really do. Maybe, maybe someday. Oh yeah. Yes, I. The stress biochemicals just they pushed me over the edge of consciousness. They triggered the sleep or pass out threshold. So check my PayPal. I will do that. And thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.